Good morning. Today, the thing that has been on my mind is the concept of saying no more often. And saying no in the sense of saying no to gatherings or outings or no to different things that you would normally say to please your friends, your family, and I guess like social things in general. This is an area of my life that I feel that I have a problem with. I tend to want to say yes as often as I possibly can. That has taken a lot of my time over the years. But recently, something has started to click in me to feel that it's okay to start saying no.
Clock it, watch this. I bet you can top this. I see you, you not this. I go pro, you novice.
All right, we have Clara. She is finishing up some work on a desk that she's making for the laser cutting room, and it's looking pretty crazy.
Sexy black.
How do you feel about it so far?
My arm is on fire.
What is it that you're putting on?
Right now I'm putting walrus finish wax. I already put polyacrylic on the plywood, but I just want to have a layer of wax to make it more even out and also just make it a little bit more sleek. With just a polyacrylic, it's more of a matte surface. So with the wax, it can even out the texture a little bit more, so it's more sleek to the touch. And I was using that wax earlier. It was fine with the other surface that I made, but with this one, I don't know, for some reason, it seemed like it was melting the polyacrylic.
Well, weird.
I thought it was just wax mix, wax with mineral. Oh, does it has mineral oil in it? But when I was buffing it off, I saw areas where it seemed like the wax wasn't wiped out. It seemed like it melted the finish.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit. So I'm gonna change it to walrus finish wax to see how it works. I like what I'm seeing.
So right now, me and Clara are on our way to attend our first crawfish boil. It is at a church that a friend of ours invited us to, and we're gonna see what it's all about. So I have just finished. Actually, I'm gonna give Clara a mic too. I have just finished my day. It is a little bit later than I thought, 5:15, 5:20-ish. And Clara also happened to signal to me that she just finished or is ready for me to take a look at.
Yeah, ready to take a look at it.
So not done, but like ready for visual.
It's done. Like, there's nothing more that I'll be doing to it.
Okay, so we are going to take a look at the desk that she just made. I didn't want to look at it, so I'm covering my eyes. I can see the ground, so I know where I'm going. And now, here it is. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. You painted the legs?
No,
Oh, okay.
these are black.
That's crazy. Let me try to get a view. Look at that desk. So this is a desk that she made specifically to fit this wall the way that it needs to fit. Like all the curvatures and stuff like that. Like you can see here that there's this curvature that goes out that way, and then so she cut it this way so that the feeling when you come in is that it doesn't bother or stick out. This type of shit you can't get like at IKEA. Like the best I could hope for at IKEA is like a straight one that goes like here.
Yeah.
Clara asked me what kind of desk I would want, and I said, I don't know, like I guess like for this area an L-shaped desk would be ideal, and this is far beyond what I could have asked for. You can see here, there's a little cut here to make it a little bit smoother transition when you move across. Also, it gives you just a little bit more desk space, which is helpful in a way. And then there's a little hole cut out all the way there. Here, I'll show this one. That is the hole cut out. What that will do is it will keep the top clean because the wires will feed through there, and then there will be like this master plug
surge protector
thing. And then to balance it out, she also added another cut here. So now we have this ultimate desk fit to this room. And I have to also add, because we did cut the wall to bring this laser cutter in. For this moment in time, the wall is uneven. It's not straight. The desk is completely formed to the curvature of the walls. I'll actually show you that. So this spot in particular, you can really see how it goes like that. But not only is it curved here, but this side is not level with that side. I believe that the entire thing kind of is angled as well, right?
Yeah. If this was entirely straight, the gap will start with, I think it was 3/8 of an inch. And all the way to the corner, the gap expands to 5/8 of an inch.
Just looking at it, you wouldn't know. You would think that it's a straight wall because it's completely flush with it. So there are a couple reasons why she created this desk, and that is for me to finally have a space to put my camera gear and like computer working stuff, and also that I have a place to do computer work, because right now, as you've seen me, I'm always over at the dining table, and I don't like to work on the dining table. I actually feel bad every single time I do, but it's like that's the only table in the house right now. But now, not only do we have this super cool surface here, but we also have this super cool surface here, which is also a table that is currently holding everything. Some of these things will be over there, but right now it's just a surface that we can put some things on. And as you can see, this table is also one that Clara made, also made to fit with the curvatures of the wall and cut along with it so that it maximizes space while also maximizing table space, which is insane. This is crazy. This whole concept is crazy. These tables, not only is it for storage and like putting things on and like computer work and all that stuff, it's also giving us a chance to work on that project that I was talking about, which is the laser cutting project. Now, this is an entire workstation room that's gonna be going on. I'm super, super excited about it. How do you feel, Clara?
I feel really good about it too. Like this room, we started as a laser cutting room to maximize in with that purpose, but really you're working off of, what is it, the foldable plastic table that you can buy from Costco. I'm happy that you finally have a place where you can keep all your camera equipments, because that's one thing that I would be up on his ass.
I'm super happy too. I'm really excited. Not only does this mean that Clara and I will be able to proceed with like product creation for like laser cutting, but it also means that we're going to be able to move forward with Clara's woodshop pretty soon.
Yeah.
Like I think we do still have to do some setting up.
Mm-hmm.
So things will be happening very soon, both in this room and with Clara's woodshop. Going back to Clara's woodshop means that I'll actually be able to use that super camera rig that I mentioned earlier. This guy right here. Oh, I saw you touching it. Does that mean that I can touch it?
You can touch it. It's just the wax on it. It's curing.
Oh,
It's recommended to leave it alone for 24 hours. Like leave it alone meaning like you can touch it, like just not start putting things on it because the weight on any kind of pieces or objects, whatever, it can be stuck, not stuck on it, but may leave a mark on the surface. So it's just like let it leave like that. But you can just like swipe it or just feel the surface.
Here, let me feel.
Kind of has
Wow.
that matte surface. Very
That's weird. It's almost like a plastic surface.
like that melamine surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the polyacrylic.
Wow. I would not have known. I would not. I mean, because I don't know.
I mean,
anything.
you might have a different feeling on the actual. Like this is red oak. You might have a different feeling on that
Yeah.
versus
The top
yeah.
feels like the top feels as if like it's something from like I would expect from IKEA, but not in the sense that I mean it in a negative way. It's like at the same time there's like this a little bit of denseness to it that's pretty nice too. That I don't think that you can get from IKEA.
Look at that red oak edge banding. That looks sexy.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's even smoothened out here. It's not like
Yeah, because
sharp.
I sanded it.
It's crazy. This is insane.
You like it?
Yes, that was amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so we have now reached the end of the day. And in a way, I don't really clearly remember what I started talking about at the beginning of the day. I believe that I was talking about something along the lines of being okay with saying no. And I think what has happened recently is that I've finally found myself in a place where I feel like I have a direction, a purpose, and a mission. Things that I'm willing to fight for and work really hard for. Things that I want to preserve, things that I want to protect. And those things require a lot of my energy and ultimately time. I had a talk with a friend recently who frequently asks me to hang out. And the thing is, whenever he hangs out, he typically hangs out around 7 p.m. as a start time. So if it's 8 p.m., it's even more ideal for him. But as you already know, or if you've been watching the vlog, my get ready for bedtime is at 7 p.m. So as much as I would love to be able to hang out with him, and for that matter, most of my friends, most people in general, seem to hang out around 7 p.m. And I do think that it's okay to make an exception from time to time as long as I prepare for it schedule-wise to be thrown off and be, all over the place for a little bit. But I can't say yes to doing something like that all the time. I had a talk with that friend and I asked him, funny that you mentioned, because he invited me to go hang out. I said, funny that you mentioned, asking to hang out or something again. I said, this is something that I deal with all the time. Like, I want to hang out. It's something that I want to do. But with the goals that I have and the things that I'm trying to achieve and the things that I'm trying to do with my life, waking up at right now, as you can see, it's recently been about 4:30, 4:40 wake up time. It requires that I wake up early and it requires that I sleep early. So I asked him, how do you balance your time? What would you recommend? Like, what are your thoughts on this? And he said, oh dude, those are the things that you want to do. Those are the goals that you have, and you should never sacrifice your time just for hanging out. Like, yes, he wishes that we could hang out too. And yes, he does invite, but if these goals are the things that I want for myself, then you should stick to it. And it just so happened to be that while he was saying this, I was also kind of coming to that conclusion individually. And here's another concept that I wanted to get to, is the fact that being able to say no to protect your own time is a well-known piece of advice. This piece of advice is told time and time again. Everybody says it. You got to be good at saying no. Protect yourself. Stand up for your own time and your own energy, etc., etc., etc. It's well-known knowledge. knowledge. Same as the concept of spend time with the people that you care about, spend time with family, all that stuff. Money isn't everything. And I think for me, at least, I had to essentially go through my own personal journey to discover and realize the things that meant enough for me to say no for. And I feel like that's taken decades to figure out. Every now and then I feel that I might have come to a point where, oh, I kind of figured out what that is. And over again, as life does, that whole thing gets flipped upside down. So even as I say this, as sure as I am in this moment, there's still a chance that everything could get flipped upside down, and everything that I'm saying now, I'm just gonna be eating my words for. I think that throughout my life, I'd always discovered things that I was willing to fight for, things that I was willing to work hard for. But I think for the first time, I'm at a place where I have a balance of things that I'm willing to say no for. And perhaps this concept of being able to say no to people is something that may come easy for, I don't know, maybe a lot of people. But I know that for myself, it's actually a really difficult task. It's harder for me to say no. And it's not that I don't already say no. Sometimes I do, and there's a part of me that feels bad doing it. But now, even though there still might be a small chance that I'll feel bad doing it, I have a reason that's compelling me to stand my ground. And the reason why I'm talking about or thinking about all this, about the concept of no, is that I feel that maybe this is the same with all kinds of advice. Whether it is about spending time with your loved ones, whether it is about how money doesn't matter, all the conventional wisdom that's out there in the world today. I think these are just things that we can only know of, and only through our own experiences and our own journeys, by taking action and trying things and learning something from them, do we actually find and discover the reasons that will finally compel us to heed those pieces of advice. I think just knowing it and trying to follow it will only take you so far. And I think that understanding, discovery, and realization is what ultimately takes that information to a different stage. I hesitate to say level because I don't want it to come off as like something superior or anything like that. It's really not. Everything is still the same, but that relationship that you have with that concept is what changes or evolves. Anyway, I gotta stop here. I have ranted on way too long. It is currently 5:50 p.m. Didn't expect to be spending all this extra time after getting my workday done. So again, I am going to try my hardest to get this vlog video done in approximately an hour. Okay, that's it. Peace out. Good night. See you in the next episode.